This is Reza Aslan for Aslan Media. It's Wednesday, May 12th. Hamid Karzai, the president of Afghanistan, is in town. He's at the White House where he's been feted and celebrated over the last 24 hours. This is an attempt by the Obama administration to sort of change course from the last 4 or 5 months in which it has been ruthless in attacking Hamid Karzai as both inept and too corrupt in order to be a valid partner for peace in Afghanistan. You recall that over the last few months, Hamid Karzai has made some comments that, well, at least some reporters, particularly the New York Times, have suggested may be insane, maybe psychotic. One of those comments was that Hamid Karzai threatened that he was so frustrated with the United States that he himself may join the Taliban. And if you recall, Jon Stewart made a really wonderful joke in which he said, well, this really clarifies our Afghanistan strategy because now instead of trying to figure out where the enemy is, we now know that everybody is the enemy. Now, the jokes aside, this creates some serious tensions in our Afghan strategy because the whole point of Obama's new military strategy in Afghanistan is to use the political forces that be as a way to stabilize the country. But if the political forces are themselves part of the problem, and indeed beyond just the corruption and the ineptitude of the Afghan government, we have to remember that Hamid Karzai's own brother is perhaps one of the largest drug runners in the country. It's going to be very hard to convince the people of Afghanistan to trust such a government. Now, obviously, the change in tone over the last couple of days comes from the fact that the harder line that the Obama administration tried with Hamid Karzai simply didn't work. In fact, it made Karzai even less willing to cooperate with the United States. So now the new approach is to deal with the fact that this is our man, whether we like it or not. We helped get him elected. We put him in that position in the first place, and we certainly helped him get it re-elected. And whether we like it or not, Hamid Karzai is now the president of Afghanistan and the man that we've got to deal with. So rather than trying to isolate him and continue to criticize him publicly, apparently the new administration strategy is to be very kind, very open, scratch his back, and hope and pray that he scratches our back in return. The question is, does Hamid Karzai have any reason to scratch America's back? Or is he making so much money, and his family members, making so much money from the so-called war economy, that is the tens of billions of dollars in U.S. taxpayer funds that are being funneled into the Afghan government, that, frankly, peace is not all that good for business as far as he's concerned. Well, all of this is going to be played out a lot over the next couple of weeks, and we at Aslan Media will keep a close watch on it. But in the meantime, guess who's coming to dinner? For Aslan Media, this is Reza Aslan.